Bill Barnwell back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Bill?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
I'm fine. The headline of last night, you have the floor. What do you got for me? What do you think?
I think it's the Justin Love trade, right? Or sorry, yeah, the Jordan Love trade. Excuse me, I was Justin Herbert and Jordan Love's first names confused. This Jordan Love trade, because everything else kind of went the way we expected. Like, there's a lot of logic, no crazy trades. I think the Jordan Love trade and what it means for Aaron Rodgers' future in Green Bay is the most interesting thing coming out of day one of the draft.
I can't wait to, unless you know the answer, I'll ask you before Peter King. Who called Aaron? Somebody had to call him last night. Is it Gutekunst?
You got to figure, right? I mean, you have to hope that somebody called Aaron Rodgers, at least hopefully that they heard about it at least a couple minutes before the pick was actually made. But, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. And at the end of the day, whether you told him in advance, whether you called him, whether you didn't call him, you have to figure he's not going to be happy about this.
Well, again, he's not concerned for his job right now at all. And I'm sure he's not concerned for his job, period, because if the Packers do want to move on from a 38-year-old Aaron Rodgers, there was a market for people that age in Phillip Rivers, okay? And I would proffer to say Rodgers will be much more physically fit and prone and than Phillip. Somebody will take Aaron Rodgers at age 38. So his career is not in jeopardy. It's just he's been waiting since 2011 to get a first-round pick on the offensive side of the ball, and they finally give one, and it's right after he worked whatever magic he was able to work to get this team into a position to compete for the conference championship, and they draft somebody that does not give them for the first-round pick a better shot at winning this year's NFC championship at all.
I don't know. Here's what I would say. Think about Aaron Rodgers' recent past, right? This is a guy where we know he has injury issues. A couple of years ago, it really sank their season, losing Aaron Rodgers for 6 or 8 weeks. If you have Jordan Love, in the long term, obviously, you're molding him to be your quarterback of the future. There's plenty of time for that. It's 2 years before the Packers can realistically, for cap reasons, move on from Aaron Rodgers. But that does give you a guy, in case Rodgers gets hurt, who fills in. Now, do you need to use a first-round pick to get that guy? No. But I do think it helps a little bit in the short term. And then this is a draft that we know is incredibly deep with wide receiver talent, even after how many guys? 5, 6 were taken in the first round yesterday. So the Packers can still get a receiver at 62, which is what they pick, the third to last pick of the second round. They can still get a guy who should be able to help that offense in 2020. Now, is it going to be as good as someone, like a Justin Jefferson or a Brandon Ayuk? No, but those guys weren't on the board. So maybe if the Packers said, hey, we were going to take a wideout, but once we kind of had our guys get off the board, that next tier of wideout is a guy we think we can get in the second round.
Yeah. Yes. And I said minutes ago that they can absolutely come away at the end of the night with starters that can significantly contribute this fall. But it's just, again, the message that's been, and even though I know Gutekunst and the rest of the crew, this is a lot of what Ted Thompson was doing for years. It's just all builds up. It all builds up, and I really would love to get his inner thoughts. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.